I'll speak for the coming 37 minutes, and every one of you have 1 minute. Because we have one, so we have dinner. So, okay, 1 minute, 27 minutes. All right. Okay, the floor is yours.
So first of all, I want to say thank you that I'm invited to this wonderful audience today. I feel very honored to be here, and thank you, Dr. Jacqueline, for getting me involved in the panel discussion. So I'm currently volunteering in Alexandria. So Dr. Jacqueline reached out to the Senior Expert Service, which is a German organization. And the Senior Expert Service has a network of over 14,000 voluntary experts who share their professional knowledge worldwide, mostly in the global south. We have experts from engineering, we have medical doctors, we have people who do handicraft, we have nurses, we have fundraising experts, we have business economists, we have really from every field you can imagine, we have experts. And the concept is that we share as volunteers our knowledge to the south, and you have to send an application like Dr. Jacqueline Wilson did, and then we try to find a match in our data bank, and the expert comes here. The cost for flights are covered, all the rest has to be provided from the one who did the application. So mostly we have retired people in our data bank, but we have some young ones, super young like me, who are still work, but I take my vacation time to do it because for me it's very important to do intercultural exchange of thoughts, and that is important for me. So the aim is to strengthen local skills and structures in a sustainable way. This is not temporary aid, but support that enables institutions and projects to grow independently. So I'm here for assisting Dr. Jacqueline in assisting the Home of Elders, and here we want to improve the fundraising efforts. The Home of Elders relies on donations to provide medical care, and yes, this is what we try, but we reached out to other organizations too, and we provided the workshops to lots of people in Alexandria, from institutions, NGOs, and so on. So I hope that we could support in a way. I want to acknowledge the valuable work of Rotary worldwide, and especially here in Egypt. Rotary brings together all the people, supports local initiatives, and contributes to long-term development in education, as we heard just now, in healthcare and social support. Rotary does not simply provide help from the outside, it works in partnership with communities, and this approach creates lasting impact. When we look at the efforts of Senior Expert Service, we see how much can be achieved when people share knowledge, time, and compassion. Together we create opportunities, dignity, and hope. Thank you.
As I promised, the speech is extremely fast. You finished? Okay. Ricia, it's a great pleasure having you. She's an Arch Club Society, Platinum level. Actually, she has a fantastic project cleaning the Rio River, right? She's a Rotarian. She's a founder of an e-club in the States. Originally, she's from Mexico, and this would gives us an idea about the beauty of Rotary. Here on the podium, we have North America, Latin America, Asia, Africa, Europe. Only on 4 chairs. And I don't think it's easy to find it anywhere else except Rotary. So if I leave, so Africa will leave. I stay? Okay. So I ask you to give the chance to your wife to talk before you. It's in your benefit. Because we have only 40 minutes, and then you'll suffer the rest of your life. So he accepted to give the chance to his wife to talk before him. Okay? So we have 40 hours. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you for the kind introduction. PTB Abdul, thank you for the invitation. Esteemed Governor Hussein and dear Rotary family and guests, it's an honor to be here with you in this beautiful university. 19 years ago, PDB passed to Governor Chicago, and that time was a director of international service in his district. And he invited me to join a project, the project in Ensenada, California, Mexico, 5 hours from California, United States. And I fell in love with that project. And this project was the reason why I became a Rotarian. Our journey in Rotary has been incredible. We did many projects. We participated in many programs. And I was very concentrated in medical and dental projects. But until a dear Rotary friend shared with me the alarming reality about the severe radio pollution around the world, I was really touched about this. But in that time, I don't was feeling I can take this project. The pandemic arrived, and I had many nights I was able to sleep thinking about the work I was giving to my children and grandchildren. And that's when I take the decision to start working on this project. Now, I will be sharing with you what we have accomplished in this project, the Rio Grande River, the Rio Grande. We have, you can put the presentation. Okay. The Rio Grande River is named in the United States. The Rio Bravo is named in Mexico. Yes. The river and the tributaries, they have a high levels of pollution due to sewer water and illegal garbage dumps and migration along the river. The Rio Grande River has a length of over 3,000 kilometers. And we work right now with 11 cities, over 40 Rotary and Rotary clubs in 6 districts in the United States and Mexico. This project, what I did in August, September 2020, is establish a WhatsApp group with Rotarians I have worked before in projects and global grants. What we did is through Zoom meetings established great education for our team and environment through Rotary action groups like ERRA, WASH, and End Plasticity. And that time what we did too was a contest with Rotaracts and Interacts. And we choose a logo, and a Rotarian did the design of our picture. What we decided to do was 2 events a year. The first event was held in June 27, 2021. What we do by cities is an organization, International Rotary Water Commission, who is in charge of this river in the United States and Mexico. When we know exactly the event, what we will be doing, in what area we're choosing, we build a letter where we can ask for a permit to take so many volunteers to the river. This river represents human trafficking, high levels of migration, and drug dealers. We did a checklist. That way our Rotarians need to accomplish this checklist to take the volunteers to the river. When this organization allowed us to get a green light, what we do is send letters to many government organizations like the mayor of the city, cleaning department, the water department, Red Cross, fire department, the army, police. And for volunteers, universities, high schools, and many others. For sponsors, we talk with markets, gas stations, and don't forget about Coca-Cola. And the day of the event, we had awards recognition for those who visit us in the event, like mayors or Rotary International representatives. And at the same time, we have certificates of participation of those volunteers who are helping with the event. The event we do in this river is cleanups and reforestations. 2 or 3 days before the event, what we need to do is have an interview with the radio station, television, and newspaper in the city, talking about the war with US Rotarians and climate crisis and why the community will get involved. We did an alliances with the river and our international past president, Stephanie Bushik, she signed these alliances, and many district governors line in those districts, and over 40 Rotary and Rotary clubs signed this alliance. At the same time, presidents and mayors of different cities signed the same alliance. Non-profit organizations and universities and high schools. What we accomplished in this project is, in the beginning, you don't see the involvement of the government, but right now, we see in different cities how the government start working deeply with us. When the Rotarians, professional Rotarians, start dealing with different issues in our cities, they listen the Rotarians. And one of the cities, the mayor of that city bought 1/3 of the sewer system for that city. This means the sewer not going to the river. Another city, the government used heavy machinery to do landfills, proper landfills. And a million for 2 cities, he bought 8 garbage trucks, mules for those 2 cities for manage the garbage in that cities. And this is like a miracle for us, because that communities we have a very corrupted government. The same thing with the tires and the first cleanup in one city, in less than 3 kilometers, we collect over 350 tires from the river. And one of the last events in one of the cities, we collect over 150 tires from very small area. I'm sorry you not see in the presentation. I think you guys saw the video. But what we have done in this project is amazing, because we not established any program. And with what we accomplished in our service, and over 6,000 volunteers, is more than $700,000. We see universities, communities, high schools, government, Rotaries working together in this project. For every 100 trees, these coordinators plant in every city. My husband and I donate a peace bowl. But the coordinators take over this project, not only to plant the trees, and only plant the peace bowl. They take the Rotary clubs in each city, and they establish or inaugurate Rotary monument at the same time plant a peace bowl. And I hope you see some of the pictures in different cities. One of the cities I'm very proud about is Laredo, Texas, in the United States. The teacher in that university bring over 500 students every event. And she have a really good relationship with all the non-profit organizations in that city. What is our goal? Our goal is to give some love to our planet, promote peace, and protect and preserve our natural resources. I'm very proud of my team, what they have done, because they work every day in their communities for have done what they are accomplishing for them. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your share. You're left with almost 30 seconds after the beautiful presentation of Brazil. Past Mr. Governor Jack, we're delighted to have you here. By the way, he is Lebanese, so we have very, very warm and long-life friendship with our Lebanese fellow Rotarians. We used to be in the same district for long, so you have a very, very special place in our hearts. For you to know, Assistant Governor Shep donated $4 million to the foundation. 1.5 million of them are dedicated for the peace centers to sponsor one student per year, right? So thank you very much for the donation. And now you have a very, very challenging time survive the next 7 sessions. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much. I'm honored and privileged to be among you today. It's a great gathering, especially when we meet all these beautiful Rotarians. Not only the face, but I can feel the energy. First of all, I'd like to thank our governor, Sam, and his beautiful wife, Susie, for having us in your district. And what is our, I've been coming, you know, he's like a man in Rotary. He's smiling all the time, and also he's bringing the best to you. I don't know for the best, but he's bringing something. In our journey in Rotary, we have seen quite a lot of things. And we look at you as governors, and we're going to say, we're not going to introduce the governors, because we're being introduced, so all protocols observed. But I want to thank all the members, the presidents, the AGs, who are really carrying the banner throughout in the district. So they are the ones who are really moving the district forward. And I want to thank you all, because my mother always says, with thanks and pray, good things will stay. You can. And my grandfather always said, he said, when you build a great castle, every little nail counts. So every single one of you counts. Because that's what the strength is all about. It's made us young people, Rotary, Interact, LDF, vital people, and everyone else. So I want to thank you all for being here. My challenge tonight is to keep you awake. So I don't know if I should make you all stand up and dance.
Yeah, why not?
Or I want to say one thing. I want to make you stand up, and you want to look at your neighbor, and you want to tell him, thank you for everything you do in Rotary. So please stand up and thank your neighbor for everything you've done in Rotary.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Well, at least I tried to keep you awake. So I thank you very much. Well, I'm honored that I've met some of you before, like Amir Saba. We served on the Rotary Action Group for Peace for 6 years on the board of directors, and some of you that we met throughout, because all these good people will be. So today, for the next hour and a half, I hope you enjoy our speech. All right. So, please, the second slide. So, besides the challenges you have in your clubs and keeping your people together and the media clubs, these are some of the challenges. Some of the speakers made my speech a little easier today. So, these challenges, economic, environmental, disaster, human, pandemic, and mental health, artificial intelligence. Next, please. I want to try to go really fast, so I won't lose any of you. And if I see somebody sleeping, I will help. Maybe we'll find him. Right? Thank you. So the economic challenge is that the productivity kept going up, but the salaries of the people kept going down. So that created, since 1995, created a gap in between. So the poor people became more poor. So go ahead, please. Next. So again, we were talking about the challenges of the environmental change. Yes, the environmental change has affected we talked about, the doctor before us talked about the scarcity of food, and also it affects the health of the people. And what do people do? They will migrate. What happens is affects world peace when they migrate. Next please. So, and that's what you see all over the world right now. Even Egypt is affected. Lebanon is affected. You know, all kind of our countries are affected, especially the countries with really no resources, or the infrastructure cannot absorb these people. So what happened? It becomes a burden on the country. Schools, food, and everything else. And what that affects? World peace. Next please. So how do we measure peace? I mean, I see the peace fellow that we were presenting, and also next to them. So how do we measure peace? Well, unfortunately, we go by negative peace, but you can see the lowest peace right now is in the region of Russia and Ukraine. And also the disasters affect world peace. Next please. So what do we do? So the wars that created refugees around the world. So these are the refugees in Syria, in Lebanon. So we go and we visit them and we work with the local authorities to help them. Go ahead, please. Next. And world population. We just went over 8 billion people in the world. And India was right now surpassed China in number of people. Next, please. So again, we came out with a big pandemic, right? With a lot of mental health. And that affects us all. So we have to understand each other more right now. Next. So, now AI comes in. Well, AI is really widening the gap between the rich and the poor. But, you know, AI also could be used for us.
المكان هنا ولا؟
Next. And as you can see, we're going to lose lots of jobs. So far, over 13 million jobs have been lost. Some gained, but it's been lost. And most of the manufacturers are going to do it. So next please. What is the solution? Look around you, it's just there. The repairing is the solution. The open access is the solution. The interactive is the solution. All of these together are the solution. That's what it's all about. And the foundation is the really main catalyst of us all. Next thing. And also, there are ways of giving that we encourage you to do. Because the foundation is, they are forced for 92% of the money you give to the foundation comes back to the projects in your district and around the world. So you're going to touch someone with your kindness somehow by donating to the foundation. Because the programs of the foundation, like you see the Peace Fellow over here, the programs of the foundation will touch someone with your kindness without you know. Next. Again, what's the mission, our mission? Our foundation, our vision together, we see a world where people unite and take action to be a lasting change across the chain, across the globe, in our communities, and the most important is in ourselves. I can say always that I am the beneficiary of Rotary because I came from them as the poor that they come, and I learned a lot because I am in Rotary. So I can say I am a beneficiary of Rotary. Next. So who does that? The Rotarian and the Rotaract. As you can see, we include interact with us in everything we do in Rotary, in our district at least. So to create it and to bring them, to elevate them from Rotary to Rotary. Next, please. And how do we do that? Actually, in the pandemic, if we call on any president of Rotary, they will come and they will help. And also with a lot of projects, there are projects in Lebanon, in the refugee camps, and also we did not stop. Even in the war, as you can see in the middle, we were in Ukraine, right in the middle of the war, just doing some projects in Ukraine. Next, please. Again, next. Okay. I want to just tell a story, a little story in this about this. This slide is about 18 to 20 kids that we bring from Mexico every year and take them through Disneyland. And they measure the degree, how much, because they're affected with leukemia. So we measure the degree of the immune system. And do you know, when they know that they're going to Disneyland, their immune system increased by 60%. But that means the hope, give them life. So you, Daniel, are giving hope to the people, these kids. You're giving hope to the people around the world of what you do to them. How you make them feel. Next, please. Again, that's the real problem my wife went for that. Next, please. These are different projects around the world, even projects with presidents going across the borders to make peace with our countries, with other countries. Next, please. Again, this is the cleaning the middle. When we were at the conference, we asked best District Governor George to have cleaning the river. But what's significant over here, when we were cleaning the river, the police came. They said we can clean from here to there. Not over. Why? Because there were still mines under the ground from when Israel was in Lebanon at that time. So next, please. Again, what we do to establish peace in our little city, my wife and I, we gave peace land and developed the peace forest. We planted food, the monarch butterfly. We planted trees, fruit trees for the people. We have a little benches that they sit on, and also we have, people come together and plant and see, and the kids, black, Mexican, white, they work with each other to plant the earth, and that makes them closer to the earth, and that also establishes peace. Next, please. Again, that's the part, and that's the peaceful, we do peaceful. Next, please. Again, how do we do it? Through resources. And at the end of my presentation, you're going to scan one of the resources, and it's going to give you a bunch of resources that you're going to need for the global event. And most important, if you see at the top, the global grant website that we use, and we're gonna have a session for you on Tuesday at 5 o'clock at the Rotary Center. We're gonna take you from point A to Z, and how do you do your global grant, and we're gonna give you all the tools that you need. Next, please. Again, the resources, many resources. In every district, they're going to happen some disasters. And it's the responsibility of all of us to really get those resources and get them to the people. Over here, we got all this equipment to Mexico in the middle of the pandemic. Mexico. Again, we even give the people, equipment that's unique. So we act like a nation between each other. So we can equalize these communities. And they have also peace, because we are robbing the rich and giving to the poor. And because of our situation as leaders in our community. Next, please. Again, that's in Ukraine. We are taking the mines of the field, and we're planting the vines, and we have a center right now where they can make the wine in that center of Mexico. Again, we brought with us 20 arms, prosthetic arms. So Monday night, we're going to be at our community club. We're going to give those 20 arms to the club, and whoever in your community needs those, you can give them to your community or we can send them to the children in Gaza. As you can see, the child can hold a pen right now. And right, so go ahead, next please. Okay, and positive peace. Rotary has really thought about it. We were hearing how municipalities and all of that make peace. But you know what? Gandhi says, before you talk peace to anyone, you gotta feed them first. So Rotary has said, this is positive peace, education, water. Everything we do at Rotary will bring peace to the community. Next. So again, Rotary not only wants you to donate, always, but also whatever disaster happens, also we rush to help each other next to us. Again, this is in Lebanon, that's the refugee camp. We put together a bus. Next, please. We put a little bus that for the depot, and we sent it to the refugee camps, and now they use it for women health and the refugee camps. And next, please. Again, this is in Rotary, the Rotary district next to you, your sister of that Rotary district, and we went to Armenia to do our global grant training. Next, please. How do we do that? We use one website, it's called matchinggrants.org, to find you a partner and money. We will show you how to do it on Tuesday night at the center. So please, if you have someone who has a passion for global grant, please send them over. Next. Again, this is only in my club how many global grants are doing. Only my club. And that's what we do. We do around the world. For every global grant that we start in this district, my wife and I will put $100 in it. My district put $100 in it, and Rotary Foundation will match by $80. So you'll have $280 once you leave that hole. So please come, because you know what? Yes, you can feed one child and make it feel good. You can help somebody in your community. But doing global grant, you have an impact of all the communities around you. So let's do it together. So next. And also, Rotary has established one site last year, is Service Private Center. Post your global grant on that center to explore somebody to help. Next. Again, we're using AI to write the global grant. So we will show you how you can use AI to write the global grant. We want to make this job easy and less time, because the less time that you serve or you spend in Rotary, you can be with your family. And that's also peace with your family. So, next please. Again, how do we give to the foundation? So many ways to give. You know, your district only has $12,000, right? The government, you have also $12,000 to do global grants, right? So how can we do it in a way that we can introduce it to other countries in the world? And that's our next one. So again, next please. Okay, for all of you, I see Mr. Saba has a little gold thing that he gave to the foundation. You know, anything you give to the foundation, a lot of people are intimidated that we give so much money. Do not be intimidated. 60 cents will save one child somewhere in the world. So I want to thank you for all you've done to humanity, for all you've given, and also for all your kindness. And when you cannot saying thank you again for all you do for humanity. And we will meet again on the road.
Thank you very much. I think you did a great job. Let's see them awake. You tried, you made it. So thank you very much. We need our governor to give us trophies, or we don't have trophies for them. And I mean another 3 trophies, so we have 6 trophies for our guests. This is a very special panel. They will give each of us 3 trophies.
ما هي اللي كانت بتيجي ما كانتش